Hello friends, a warm welcome to all of you once again in our channel, The Mystical World. In the 1970s to the 80s, when Japan was progressing rapidly on the one hand, was on the path of progress, and on the other hand some part of Japan was living in the shadow of panic and fear. Fear of such a thing, which is there or not, it is difficult to say. Fear of a spirit that was searching the streets of Japan seeking answers to its questions. Fear of such a beautiful trouble who was very beautiful in appearance, but the death inflicted by her used to be very frightening. Fear of her, whose name the children of Japan used to tremble on hearing, and that name is Kuchisake Onna. A most terrifying urban legend of Japanese tales, about which we are going to tell you today. So let's know about Kuchisake Onna. But friends, before proceeding in this video, you have to do a little work for us. You will see a red colored button at the bottom of this video. You have to subscribe to our channel by pressing that. And at the same time, the notification bell next to that button will also have to be turned on, so that you can be the first to know more such unique videos. Kuchisake Onna. She was a spirit that roamed the streets of Japan as a common citizen. Her face was covered with a surgical mask. When she used to meet someone in secluded places, she used to ask them, "Do you think I am beautiful?" This question sounds like a trivial question, but the answer to this question may be the most difficult, because the answer to this question can save your life as well as take it. But the problem is that there is no one right answer to this question. Because when someone answered a no to this question, Kuchisake Onna used to kill them by hitting them with her scissors. And if someone answered yes to her questions, she would take off her surgical mask. Then a terrible sight was visible. Her face was divided into two parts, as if someone had completely ripped off her face. Seeing this, their senses were blown away. After taking off the mask, she used to repeat her question again. "Do I still look beautiful?" Even if someone answered no to her questions after seeing her scary face, she would kill them. And if the answer was yes, she would cut off their mouth in the same way as Kuchisake Onna herself, due to which they would die. In Japan throughout the 1970s, this creepy spirit was in terror. The panic was so much that people did not allow their children to go out of the house to play. Moreover, people had stopped sending their children to school. Most of her victims were children. And the newspapers were filled with the news of children and some other people who had become victims of Kuchisake Onna. There were many people who even claimed to have seen this spirit of Kuchisake Onna. In those days, the terror of this dangerous spirit had increased so much that the Japanese government had to give police protection to the students of the school, so that the children could come and go to school fearlessly. But still, Kuchisake Onna made many people her prey. But why did Kuchisake Onna's spirit do this? This story begins during the Heian period of Japan, about 1200 to 800 years ago. Kuchisake Onna lived with her husband in a small village in Japan, and both loved each other very much. It is said that Kuchisake Onna was a very beautiful woman who was very proud of her beauty. It is said that her husband was a samurai. Once during the war he had to go to participate in the war. When he came back from the war he found his beautiful wife in a sexual position with some another man. Seeing this, the samurai became very angry, and with one stroke of his sword completely wounded his wife. Kuchisake's mouth was completely torn apart by the blow of the sword. The samurai's sword ambush had left a very ugly and terrifying smile-like wound on her beautiful face. Kuchisake groaned in extreme pain and fell to the ground. The samurai came to his knees and asked her, "Are you still proud of your beauty? Now who would call you beautiful? Now you go and ask people whether you are looking beautiful or not." Saying this, the samurai left his home forever and went away. When Kuchisake saw this condition of her face, she realized that the beauty of which she was proud now looked very scary. She could not bear this shock, and took her own life with the scissors kept in her house. Everyone thought that the beautiful woman was dead and the story was over. But after about 800 years, she woke up again and became a scary mystery, which is called Kuchisake Onna. Even today, many people in Japan believe that Kuchisake Onna is still roaming the deserted streets of Japan in search of her next victim. And don't know who will be her next victim. So friends, How did you all like this real incident of Kuchisake Onna? If you like the video, then do share this incident with all your friends. Share the video to reach them. We promise to bring you more interesting and mysterious videos next time. If you also want any video to be made on your suggestion or have any request, then definitely tell in the comment section. Stay with us like this, friends. We need you all. See you again in the next video. Love you all.